This week on the broadcast, we've talked about the creation of the heavens and the earth and how that God created it all. We talked about the existence of God and the reality that a person can only come to that place in their life to where they truly believe that there is a God. It only happens in the spiritual world. In other words, a person has to have themselves come open to the reality of spiritual things. This is the true born-again experience. I've referred to it as being the altar experience, where a person comes to that place in their life to where they become accepting. And as I've said, this is the experience that will alter them from the course of life that they've been on to the course of life that would eventually lead to eternal life in heaven with God. It's truly a miracle. Very fascinating that a person could have that change in their life. But then you begin to think about, as God has created the animals and God has created man, as we talked about yesterday, he breathed the breath of life into man and it became a living soul. But tremendous thought of God's creation of the body and how that it works and how intricate it is, that everything works together, the pumping of the blood by the hearts, the breathing of the lungs, and the working of the kidneys, and how everything works together in harmony as God created. As I said, he's the master creator. To be able to create something that works together in all of its unique forms truly is miraculous and can only be accomplished by something more than a genius. And I would say that would be God. God, who spoke it all into existence, created the human body, and has brought the essence of life. And then you go further and you begin to think about all of the realities of how everything works together. Scientists have discovered the rotating of the earth on its axis and how that it works in conjunction with the moon and all of the other planets. And my goodness, it's incredible. It truly is. And as a believer, I don't have any trouble at all believing that, as John tells us in the Gospel of John, in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word spoken into existence. God spoke creation into existence and created man in his own image, that we would have that ultimate relationship with him, and that we would be able to, through our obedience, spend eternity forever with God. It's Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.